Showtime.
What am I hearing?
Wait. I just need to ask a quick question. Hold up. I need to ask a quick question, and I'm going to let y'all have it. Just a quick question for Victor. Actually, two quick questions. Victor, first question. Are you Christian? Victor? Victor?
Can you hear me? Question. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, Victor. First quick question.
Sorry,
are you Christian?
My phone here is acting up. Yes.
Okay, cool. Second quick question. Why do you need a book to teach you that you shouldn't steal? If you say you don't need books.
It doesn't only teach that, it teaches us to worship God. That's the main thing.
No, Victor. I know. But I know. But Victor, why do you need papers and, a book with words to teach you not to steal from somebody?
Well, maybe the book gives you definitions as far as what the consequences are regarding stealing, and gives you more of a...
With me reading parenting books.
Okay, if it works for you.
Okay, so well, Victor, the reason I asked that was it was kind of weird that you said to Jayla, like, okay, why are you relying on books and stuff, and you do the same thing too?
Right.
I mean, writings, books are a way for people to pass on information and hold on to information.
The Bible is the word of God, okay, and it's the book that we
okay, it's fine. It's fine if it's the word of God. I just want to ask a quick question. I'm gonna let the panel have it, but that's just kind of weird to tell people not to use books, but you also use books too, and you use writing. That's all I'm saying.
I didn't tell her not to use. I said, why do you have to? I asked her a question, but I didn't say she shouldn't.
And then same thing to you. Why do you also have to? But that's besides the point. Go ahead, Nappy. Y'all can have it.
If I may jump on real quick. Okay. So essentially to study, all right, about different styles and different ways, it is to find better methods in terms of teaching or correcting a child. And going back to what I was saying, for a 2-year-old, 3-year-old, they're learning to express themselves at that age. So when you come up overbearingly strong and give them something that scares them or kind of like stunts that progression, that will harm them in future. This is why you see a lot of our kids are timid, shy, cannot speak for themselves, lack the drive in school later in the years. They end up getting in these classes where they meet other folks that have not been halted in that exploration. And those kids are really, really progressive. And if you want an actual experience that I've seen of this, it's me and my siblings. It took me a damn long time to learn how to fucking say no and deal with shit my own way to my accord, right? I was always the people pleaser, like the whole fucking time. And now I could care less what somebody thinks. But at the same time, it took me a while to break that cycle. It's not been the same for my brother or my sister. Although the person that I see the most definitive change on was my youngest brother, David, who is right now, out of all of us, has the highest GPA and everything else. And it is because my dad changed his way. My brother could ask questions, and I love the fact that my dad put him into a whole lot of different things because it broke him out of his shell. Like, he's progressing very well in college, so on and so forth. And I think he just got a scholarship. So that's why I'm like saying, of all us three, I can honestly say he is proof that you do not have to beat your kid in order for your kid to be a great child and great person, So that's my thing. I understand there might be situations that come up, but remember, ask yourself this. Are you angry that they're doing something, or are you actually trying to correct something? If you're trying to correct something and you're patient, then take the time to actually, one, talk to them, right? And if you think they're not going to understand, then why are you even spanking them? Because what of that spanking are they even going to understand?
Yeah, if a kid can't understand why you're hitting them, if a kid can't understand what you're going to say to them, then they can't understand why you're hitting them.
Then why does it work?
Wait, hold on. Y'all skip.
Why does it work then?
Victor, hold on.
It doesn't.
Because it's fear. It's fear.
Y'all skipping.
It's fear. It's only fear.
I expected you to say that.
Because it is.
It's fear.
Yeah.
They're going to hit them, so they listen to you.
They need a little fear. They need a little bit of fear.
No, the fuck they don't. This is an abuser, bro.
Jayla.
Again, that's your opinion.
Hey, let Nappy speak. Let Nappy speak.
That's your opinion.
You're fucking abusive, bro. You're sitting here trying to tell us that it's okay to hit kids.
That's
You're
your
trying to tell
opinion.
us that they need to have fear. Why would you want somebody to be scared of you? You should want to be respected because you uphold such a good character that when your kids look at you, they say, I never lied because my dad was an honest man. I never stole because my dad paid for everything he had. I never hit women.
I would show the
My dad
example
never hit
myself. Of
women.
course, I would show a good example. Of
My
course.
sons they're not scared of their dad. They respect him. And when it comes down to them doing bad things, I call him to correct them, and he never put his hands on them, and they listen to him when he speaks because they trust him, respect him, and have a bond with him. You sound like an abuser talking about your kid need to be a little bit scared of you. No, they don't.
So my question is this.
A little bit. I don't see scared of it. I mean, scared of repercussions.
Go ahead, Nappy. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Okay. So, all right. So I just want to say two things. First of all, I'm always right and everybody else is wrong.
No,
Let's just get that out of the way.
No, you're not.
Two.
Nappy, you in your soft guy era. I don't like that for you.
Drizzle.
I knew it.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
Go ahead. Go ahead, bro.
Drizzle. Hey, that time of the year. But all jokes aside, right? So one thing I've noticed, and I think this is definitely a thing with a lot of Black people or people that are like African descent or whatever, is that people. I think it's rooted in laziness and ignorance too. Because I think ever since, we've been given Christianity, it's all about, beat them into shape, lead the rest of God or whatever. And I just feel like it's such a lazy way of going about things because, he said earlier, people read books to look up, the latest research on how to do things properly. So I'm wondering, has it ever occurred to a lot of people that live by this really old-fashioned way of doing things that it might just be out of date? And I can speak, and people believe that this kind of stuff works, but it really doesn't, though, because somebody needs to mute up. There's a big echo. Because I can use my cousin as an example, right? My cousin used to get into trouble all the time. And he used to get the worst type of whoopings. And my people used to explain why they were whooping him. And he wouldn't know why it was happening, right? But he just kept getting into trouble. And that's because he had a whole lot of problems going on. But they thought by beating him, it was going to cause him to act properly. And they thought to a degree that it was working. But in reality, he just got smarter about how to do the stupid stuff that he wanted to do. So beating doesn't help. On top of that, it pushes your children to build they develop anger problems.
They develop trauma bonds too.
Yeah, they become very resentful, especially when they feel like the beatings are justified, and not all beatings are justified as well, because people that spank their children have a tendency to take their anger and frustration out on the kids in the heat of the moment. And that's what a lot of people fail to realize, is that when you're spanking someone, you're usually in a very negative mindset and you're inflicting more harm than you should be, despite the fact that you come off as you're demonstrating or you're trying to let them know why you're doing this. It's not really effective. It just doesn't work. It's just a lazy way of parenting. I feel like a lot of people are lazy and they just don't want to find alternative ways to doing things. And I'm right and everybody else is wrong, including Jayla.
Anyways, because what are you talking about? Honestly, I just find it a little crazy to be an apologist for something as crazy as hitting. So, Victor, would you hit an animal? Would you pop your puppy if they...
Wait, hold on.
I wouldn't hit an animal. I wouldn't hit an animal because animals do not possess cognitive thinking abilities.
So you wouldn't hit an animal because...
What do you call a dog that can actually sense seizures, or a pig that helps with people who are blind?
No, hold on.
They're not cognitive. Again, they're not human beings. They don't have human abilities.
Hear me out, Victor. You just said you wouldn't hit a dog because they don't possess cognitive abilities to understand. And children have not been developmentally, so they also do not have the cognitive understanding that you're talking about. So you're saying that you value children under animals. because you wouldn't hit an animal, you wouldn't hit your wife, but you would hit a kid.
Wait, did Jayla
Animals
just?
are actually way smarter. No, I didn't. Ain't nobody call you no apologist. I'm talking about this man over here trying to tell us it's okay to hit kids, bro.
Oh, I thought so. I was about to.
Nobody ain't even talking about your ass. I'm tired of this shit, bro. I'm getting fed up. I'm tired of y'all getting up here and explaining why it's okay to be abusive. Y'all are abusers, and the stuff that y'all saying sound crazy. And if you said the same thing about your wife, this conversation would go way differently. And you know what, bro? If this your real name, watch out, bro, because your ass, I'm calling CPS for them kids, bro.
Jayla, you don't need to have these conversations.
Victor.
She's not equipped to have these conversations. Like, she don't need to have them.
Kids today.
Well, Victor, Victor, do you got any pets right now? Victor.
Bro, his old ass don't know how to work the phone.
Victor, you got any pets right now?
I do not at the moment. My roommate has a cat and a dog.
Okay. But Victor, you really look at what Jayla said. You would hit your kid, but not hit a dog, and you wouldn't hit your wife either, because you look at them very differently. So, and Victor, let me ask this too. Let me ask this, I asked this earlier. If a police officer caught your son stealing, and all he did was slap him on the hand, Victor, he just slaps him on the hand, and he tells him, don't do it again, I'm not going to arrest you, but don't do it again, or I might have to arrest you next time, and he just goes away. Would you be okay with the police officer doing that?
Yes.
To your kid?
Yes.
This is crazy. This is
okay.
Bro. Wait, Victor, you
okay, wait. Okay, Victor, hold up, Victor. Same scenario. Victor, wait, Victor. Same scenario, but with your wife. How would you feel?
The cop wouldn't do that to my wife. He wouldn't do that.
No. I'm saying if. Let's say if the cop did it to your wife. He just popped her on the hand and he told her, don't do it again, and he just left.
Then it would be abuse. Then that's different. And that's different.
What? You sound outrageous.
I'm outrageous. The majority of
assault on a person.
Victor, you got kids?
Yeah, Victor got
I'm
kids.
not going to answer.
Why?
If you don't,
he got kids.
stick with it.
Let me say this.
It's okay, Victor. I'm gonna find
Victor.
What?
Victor, I am a hacker, bro. You don't have to tell me shit. I'm gonna find out. I'm asking you up front.
I'm smart too, you know. I'm smart. I know how to.
Yeah, your ass is done for. Let me get my laptop. Your ass is done.
You were like thought your phone was acting up, so we kept muting you.
We don't bring people up here that don't answer questions and engage, Victor. I asked you a simple question. Victor, I have kids.
Do you have kids, yes, I have a son, yes, if you want to know now.
Jayla, you can't be pressuring people into talking about their social life. I mean, their personal life.
I'm calling CPS, bro.
Go right ahead.
Stop calling. Bro, don't answer that question.
Jayla, go right ahead.
You're going to have to call it on my wife. You're going to have to call it on my wife too, I guess. Both of us.
Yeah, I am calling.
Dude, why would you put that shit out there, bro?
Bro, he snitched on his wife. Wait, what's your wife name? What's your wife name? So Jayla got all the names.
He don't need to tell me. No. He don't need to tell me nothing. Once he told me he had a child, I already got everything else I need from his name alone. I already could have this man whole life. If he got a LPN, a CPN, anything in the government system, that shit is mine.
You're weird.
Yes, on the motherfucker. How am I weird for protecting children, Nappy?
You know what I'm talking about. You on some like next level stalker type of mess.
I don't stalk people. Actually,
No. I'm not worried about him.
I only use my powers. I only use my abilities and what I know how to do, and I've been doing this since I was 17 to make money. But if somebody is up here telling me that they okay with hitting kids, and sometimes you gotta do it, and they need to fear you a little bit, I think that kind of warrants the powers, nigga.
So Victor, I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna challenge you to this. No, hold
Nappy,
on.
Nobody not even trying to stalk you.
I'm
What's the problem? This is
I'm not talking about me.
Okay, this is public information.
Hold on.
Is it?
Victor,
yes.
Victor, let me challenge you to something, okay? Can you unmute your mic?
I told
don't know
you
how to work that
how to
shit.
work that
But
phone.
old ass.
There you go. Victor was struggling with that mic.
His old ass struggling with TikTok right now.
I'd
They
like to
fighting.
challenge you.
There's something that was wrong with my phone. I did think I explained that. But anyway, go ahead. What's
It's
the
not your phone. It's the fact that we mute you
let
and then
me
you don't know
talk
how
to
to
him.
unmute yourself.
Let me talk to him. We come up from the same upbringing, similar, okay? So understand, I see what you're trying to say, and I see how you're trying to, process it. Understand that there are different ways to do that. There are different ways. I would love to believe you're a smart man, okay? You can find other ways to channel whatever you got to do or teach your kids differently, right? Look, just you're talking about us getting books and whatnot. Try picking up any book you can find, Amazon, whatever it is, and just read a little bit about it, okay? Be open-minded to it. Don't close yourself off to the world. For me, it had to be somebody who I cared about, who opened me up to different methods. It had to be me going to work at Children's, and figuring out, oh, hey, we do things very differently at this hospital. How do we take care of the kids that are throwing tantrums, Take that time. If you are the protector of your family, if you are the man of the house, and if you are the person who is loving and caring for that family, you owe it to them to at least visit that topic. You can't just be closed off on everything and just be like, hey, this is the only way, because I can guarantee you can find many different ways to do small and minuscule things in life, as well as the large ones. Honestly, look at it, okay? Because you may find that one of them will work much better, and you don't have to raise your hand or anything or expel that, energy towards somebody that you care about.
And
just check it out.
I want to hear your response, though.
Yeah.
And understand this: I'm a Christian.
I'm sorry.
All right, so it's not as if just everybody's attacking you as non-Christian and everything else. No, I've seen different ways of doing it, and I've seen what happens when parents go too far. They end up in our hospital.
And that, I'm against that. I'm totally against that. I get that.
So take that energy and understand that there are different ways, because again, it just takes you just a fraction of a second to miscalculate how you're hitting somebody. And I hear it all the time. The kid moved. The switch hit him by, I've heard it all. That's why I'm saying just...
No, personal experience. One time my mom was whooping me with a belt and it wasn't folded. And the belt buckle got caught in my eye and actually dragged down the bottom part of my eye because I was moving. And she told me to tell everybody at church that I was in a fight. And she blamed me for it because she said, you kept moving. If you would have stayed still, why would I stay still while you hitting me? That's crazy.
This kind of reminds me of my cousin. He used to get whoopings pretty bad, and he used to have to stay home.
It's a survival thing.
Days. If not, they would be like, "Oh well, when you go to school, tell them if they actually fell and scratched up your leg or something like that."
I used to put on hella pants. Y'all ain't used to do that. Put on 10 pairs of pants.
Yeah, same stuff.
And then you know what happened when I put on 10 pairs of pants? I had to start getting whoopings naked. They made me just take off all my clothes at that point.
No,
I didn't grow up with whoopings. Okay,
we can't all be that lucky, JJ.
Yeah, I dodged them whoopings too.
Okay, we can't. Y'all, the fact that y'all are sitting here saying and flexing that y'all didn't get whoopings while
I'm not flexing at all.
They got fucking abused is crazy.
I'm not flexing.
Flex? Wait a minute.
Now is not the time to start saying that, bro.
Okay, so
what you plan on doing?
But shit.
I'm telling y'all that
the reason
if I was
the
there,
reason why I said that is because
too many people talking. Too many people talking. One at a time, please.
While I'm telling y'all that I got abused, y'all say, "Oh, I dodged them whoopings. I ain't get whooped." Okay, cool for you. I'm on medication. I'm saying, I'm backing up Ruben's point because he's right. They will blame the child and say, "Oh, the child moved." And my mom blamed that, and she still would say that to me to this day. If I bring that up, that my whole eye was fucked up and open, she'll be like, "Well, you shouldn't have been moving," as if somebody's gonna get hit and sit still.
Crazy.
You right. Now, Victor.
Victor, what you think?
Yeah.
Real quick.
I was gonna say, I was just using myself as an example. I don't think my first of all, my parents are professional people. My dad was an attorney; he passed away. My mom is a registered nurse, MSN, and I don't think they ever abused me of any sort. But I've been spanked only when absolutely necessary. Sometimes, like when I was maybe 10, 11, 12, I really needed it more than before. Yes, but I don't consider it abuse. And I love my parents. I go to see them all the time. I'm not fearful of them. Like you go saying, I don't want to see my parents because no, I see them all the time and I love them very much. I don't have any issues with them. Nothing.
Here, the same person that I just told you did that to me.
You cannot be a better parent than your parents. Are you telling me that you cannot strive to be better than they were?
I try to be as good as they are.
Victor, you don't understand because the same person that I just told you did that to my eye. The same person who I just told you did that to my eye was in the room with me when I gave birth to my first and on the phone with me when I gave birth to my second and is in contact with me right now. The same person who took my virginity when I was like 4 is still somebody I sit on the phone with. So having a relationship with your parents does not equate to the fact that they abuse you.
Wait, hold on, what? Wait, what?
It might have been family or a family or a friend.
It's my dad. I tell y'all that all the time.
I'm so sorry.
No, you've never told me that.
I have told y'all that several times. My dad is a sexually abusive person that is chemically castrated right now.
Jayla, you have told me that.
Yeah, he is. Yeah.
Yeah, you never told me this. You told me.
Okay, I tried. Okay, look, bro. What the
I am
fuck
so
y'all
sorry
want
that
from
happened
me,
to
bro?
you.
No, I'm not saying. I'm just no. Wait, hold on.
I am
I'm
so
just
sorry
letting
that happened to you, for real.
I'm not.
So she feels a certain type of way with this topic. Obviously.
No, I don't feel no type of way.
I just
like,
want
what
to
do y'all want me to
apologize.
say?
Hold on. Because
Oh
that.
no,
Wait, because
I
I
that.
can relate with
times
you
on
with
the
the physical
panel.
part. I could definitely relate
I
with you.
probably wasn't there, but I'm so sorry that
I said
happened
it
to you.
several times on the panel because when I'm arguing with Christians and they try to tell me that sexual abuse is not happening to children that are prayed for or this, that, and the third. My father is a pastor and my sister was 11 months old the first time she got touched. So obviously that's not true. So I have talked about him a couple of times. I still be on the phone with him because I'm trying to get my money when he unalive. But yeah, he do be doing wild shit, bro.
I was never around when you said that. So when you said that, and I was like, wait, hold on. I must have misheard what she's saying. But
yeah, you heard it right. That shit crazy.
Yeah, it caught me off
so sorry
guard.
that happened to you.
I'm sorry
What
that
y'all
happened.
sorry for? Y'all ain't did the shit.
Nah, but it's just like
I empathize with you then.
Oh yeah, you can do that. Empathize with me, but don't give me sympathy because I'm not a victim or some shit. Like I don't know.
Oh no, it's not sympathy, that's empathy. Yeah.
Wait.
Y'all can empathize.
Yeah, we're just saying sorry because it happened because like we know how traumatic that can be.
Y'all apologizing and the man that did it ain't never apologized, so that's kind of crazy to me. Personally, like me personally,
he probably wasn't empathetic.
So I understand where you're coming from.
Who, my dad's not empathetic? No.
Yeah, he wasn't empathetic at all.
Yeah,
definitely.
Why would he be? This is a narcissist. Like this is somebody who.
Now I definitely see why you don't go to Christianity, because Christianity created what
I see that now too.
My dad has no empathy because he would punch a 4-year-old in the face.
Damn.
And like leave them with the 4-year-old with their nose running out of blood.
This is probably what you're saying. Spanking kids is not healthy because spanking for people like us, it was different. It was legitimate, like punching and assaulting a full-grown individual.
He whooped me with a belt, but he whooped me with the belt so bad that like my skin was like separating.
That's abuse.
Yeah, my parents would line us up, and then we were freaking out because everyone wanted to go first to get rid of the
yeah, we did used to go. I used to want to go first, so I wouldn't have to get the worst one.
Exactly, because that was the worst. More strength.
So
wait, guys, let me ask Victor.
Hold on. Before you go, please, Victor.
Yes, honestly.
Oh wait, it's for Victor. Okay, well, get yours out of the way, Victor. Now I want to ask him 3 quick things just to see.
Gotcha. And it's not really a question, so you don't got to really answer, Victor. But just think of it this way: exactly the same thing you were thinking in disciplining, right? Is the same her father was thinking. And not to compare you two, right? I'm not trying to compare you guys on that, but I'm just saying the mindset of this kid is misbehaving or this kid isn't doing this. They need to be beaten. At no point, and I would hope to, at no point was he trying to inflict physical, but people lose their...
My dad was trying to. My dad laughs at children being hurt. He does. Like we had a German Shepherd, he used to pick it up and slam it into the floor. Like this is something he does get off on. Like this is intentional.
That is fucking wild.
Like one time I got punched in the nose and I didn't even know what happened because I was copying the way he was sitting And I remember being like a little kid and thinking like, oh, I want to be just like my dad. And then I got in trouble for copying him. Don't ever copy me or some shit. I don't even know.
Did you ever get therapy for that stuff?
I'm still in
you get therapy, but then
it
it can get passed on to your children. Like, you know, then you so
therapy?
like my dad was abusive as hell, you know, and then I once I smacked my daughter on her shoulder and I felt the guiltiest ever because I was like, I felt your pain. I was like, I feel that I smacked your shoulder. I was like, and I explained to her, I was like, you know what? I got frustrated. I took it out on you. It was my fault. I apologize because it was my fault that I smacked her shoulder. But it was not as severe as you know, because most narcissistic people have empathetic children. But then we do have that trauma. It's like, we get frustrated. It's like, and I smacked her shoulder. I was like, oh my goodness, I should have never done that.
Don't you think it's crazy that you would mention therapy when in reality, therapy is only there to help you get through and work with the emotion? But every night I still lock my room door. Every night I still have certain dreams, and I even have vivid dreams of my children being assaulted. It didn't, therapy won't fix your kid, bro. It'll only help them work through the fact that you're hurting them. It won't change anything. I'm still on medication and I'm still a terrible, like, fucked up individual. And every day I'm doing better, but like, I'm still gonna be struggling until I unalive. I will always remember that at 4 years old.
Don't say you want to unalive. You got so much to offer.
No. I don't want to unalive, but it will be with me until I unalive. I have borderline personality disorder. It's to a point where it's like, I know that this is the rest of my life and all I can do is cope with it, take medication, and try to be normal. But there are days where I wake up and I say, damn, I just wish I could be a normal human and have regular days like everybody else, and I didn't have to deal with the fact that last night I had a dream that when I was 4 years old I got.
So when you say therapy, who was it that said therapy?
Victor, the one that's
Victor. Okay, so I did 20 years of therapy and I'm still doing it to this point. There's nothing that could actually save you from the situation or help you. It's just pretty much you have to work with you know, the emotions.
Okay. Yeah, and a lot of people like call us victims when in actuality we're survivors of what happened. Because we're like, if we're the victim, we will cause the trauma to someone else. Being a survivor means you're not going to bring that trauma that you had as a child onto someone else, and you're going to try to get the help the help you can, so you can actually move forward with what happened or what you saw happen to someone else.
I wanted to say another thing. I grew up in a real quick. I also grew up in a society where when the schools that I went to, let me finish. The schools that I went to had corporal punishment, meaning the teachers and also the principal used belt. Before I came to this country, yes, and etc. Yeah, I grew up seeing that teachers use belts and the principal use belts, and they still do to a point up to today.
Hey, Victor, I have a question. Did they ever hit you for using your left hand?
Wait. Say that again?
Did they ever hit you for using your left hand?
No.
Okay, it's different.
And I just want to make this known because I was in therapy for a short. Go ahead.
Because I think this is going to help flesh it out into a new same conversation. But let me ask Victor kind of 3 quick things, but there's a line of questioning to it. All right, Victor. Let's say your child's in middle school, right? No, actually high school. Mm-hmm. And they ditch class one time. What are you doing for the first time?
That they ditch class?
Yeah,
I will have a really good, strong talk with them when they get home and ask them questions and tell them that definitely should not do that again. I mean, of course.
Okay. Second time they do it again, then what are you doing?
The second time they ditch class?
Yes.
Well, I would think about a spanking because I already explained to them the first time why they shouldn't do it and consequences, and they didn't do what I asked.
You would spank them instead of driving up to their school and figuring out what's going on at school that they don't.
I would do that the first time around. I didn't mention that, but I would have done that the first time around.
Okay.
Yeah, I would do all of that stuff.
Kids tend to hide most of the bullying and everything like that.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, okay. So second one. Wait. So second scenario, you would think about the spanking or you're doing the spanking? Like, which one is it? You gonna do it or not?
Say that again.
Are you thinking about doing the spanking or you're not gonna do the spanking? Like, are you?
Hold on.
It depends on. More than likely, I'll probably do it because
Hold on, Victor. Nat, don't be sending his ass no gifts.
Yeah, I was about to say that. You done lost your mind.
Don't gift his ass.
Right.
You could have gifted JJ.
Okay.
Really? Don't tell him what to do.
All right, and the third question. All right, Nat. They do it one more time. Because I think there's somewhere in the second scenario where you could have done something a little bit better. Now, third time they do it.
I believe if I spank them the way how I do things, I believe, and my wife, I believe if we spank them the second time, it will not happen again.
Okay, wait. Okay, well, that's what I say. You kind of messed up at where you could have also done this. Let's say the first time you talked to them, they did school, you found out at the school why they ditched or whatever. Okay. Right. Second time, this is what you could have done. The second time, take away their phone. Say, hey, I'm gonna have to take away something from you. I'm gonna have to take away something that you like, your game, or whatever, because you didn't bring that up. Because your immediate thing you jumped to was spanking for the second time, but you can also take away things and make them do other things.
To be honest with you, I probably would have done that. The friend that didn't mention it, I get it, but I probably more than likely would have done something at least like that the first time around, in accordance to even speaking to them as well. I would have probably done something like that. Yes.
Okay. Yeah,
that's what the first time would be so serious. That would be so serious talking to them that first time, intense, and like I said, doing all of that stuff. Yes, I would have done that too.
Okay. Yeah, I will.
And let them know the consequences of doing it for the second time.
Okay. All right.
And I just want to make this clear when it comes to therapy, because a lot was said. Therapy really only gives you the tools that you need in order to manage your life better. Everybody that goes to therapy, they don't, from the statistics that my therapist showed me, most people, they don't recover. They just learn how to manage their lives better for the most part. And those are the ones that really put in the work. I just wanted to clarify that.
So one thing I do want to also let you know, however, my dad was very strong-handed, but one of the things he always did was challenge the school. So anytime there was any issue with school, and this is one thing I don't know if maybe you would have done it or anything else, but I didn't hear you say it. You would also, it would behoove you to actually check as to why your child is missing school, why your child is leaving the school. Is there a safety issue? On the screen, so. Because again, you are the protector.
Okay. I would have done that the first time around, though. I would have all of that the first time around.
I understand that. But so, at the same time,
what? Am I hearing another live, or am I tweaking? What's going on?
I think that's what's going on. I think somebody's bugging.
I thought she left because of me.
Who?
You.
You think I'm gonna leave because of a coward man that hit children?
I'm not a coward. I do what I gotta do.
You are a coward. You hit children.
That's your opinion.
That's lazy parenting.
If you hit someone who can't defend themselves, that's a coward.
That's not an opinion.
The definition of a coward. The definition of a coward is to hit someone that is less powerful than you.
Again, that's your opinion.
No, that's the definition.
No, that's the definition of a coward.
So can I give a scenario where
together with spanking, and like I said, I don't think it goes together.
The definition of a coward is someone who harms people that have less power than them. You are a coward. I bet you 75%
of Americans agree with me.
Okay, and 75% of Americans are cowards. The fuck?
For real.
Okay, can I give a scenario where it was just like a mix up between bridges?
Go ahead.
Okay, so my daughter was talking about justifying hurting fishes and cows and whatnot, eating them. It's like, well, fishes don't feel pain. Fishes don't feel emotions. And she was just talking about hey, they don't feel any type of emotions. And I gave her a little pinch, and I was like, did you feel that? And she's all like, yeah. And she was upset. She's like, you pinched me. And I was like, well, that means that fish felt the same emotion as you. So if you think that, I told her, you could eat meat. It's fine to eat meat. But the thing is, you cannot justify saying that they don't feel pain. They do feel pain. And, she was a little upset with that because I gave her the pinch. But, I mean, that's not really hitting. It's just like, hey, understand that pain is, universal. It's an emotion. But, I mean, I guess that's the way that I
consider that abuse. That was teaching her, justifying, you have feelings. Everything has feelings. You can feel pain and have
look at it like this, right? Look at it like this. Create a kind of control scenario, right? Let's say you want to teach your child about not stealing. Let's say your child's in the room playing their game. Just walk up to them, take their controller, and walk away with it. Don't tell them why you took it. Then when they come to you and say, Dad, why'd you take my controller? And you tell them, well, son, this is what it's like to steal from somebody. And you didn't like it. So, you know, just an example.
I find it counter. Okay, I find it a little. So in school, when you eat crayons, the teacher doesn't tell you can't color anymore, right? They still let you color, but because if you take something from a child, then you're not teaching them how to deal with it around them, right? Like if I take the crayons from you, then you will never learn how to have crayons without eating them. Do you get what I'm saying?
Would you say the same thing?
Wait a minute. Wait. Do this. All right. If I have a kid, hold up. If I have a kid, pepper on it. If I have a kid and I need to teach my son, hey son, don't steal from somebody. I'm gonna show them an episode of Batman beating up some thieves.
That's not gonna what. This is what I'm saying.
Work, Taylor.
This is what I'm saying. If my child went to the store, if my child went to the store and they stole something, that doesn't mean that they can't come back to any more store trips. I would keep them on the store trips to introduce them to how to conduct themselves in that place. When people say, why are you bringing children on a plane? How do you learn how to be quiet? By being in the area and taught to be quiet because you see how everybody else is conducting themselves in that space. So I find it a little counterproductive to take things from children while trying to teach them how to not do something. So if I'm telling you don't steal, I'm not going to stop putting objects around you so you don't steal them. I'm going to keep on putting you around objects while teaching you not to take them.
But there has to be consequences. There is
a consequence. Going to jail.
Not enough.
Yeah, wait. My son doesn't, you know what's crazy? My son has never stolen out the store. And he walks around. He doesn't get in the cart. My son doesn't lie to people unless he knows it's going to be a dangerous situation. If you ask him something, he will be honest with you. And you can tell when he's like making something up and doing make-believe because it has some fictional characters in it. I don't have to tell my son not to eat something and take it from him. I can literally just not put it in his face if I don't want him to eat it. But at the same time, I wouldn't tell my son, oh, we're going to the bakery, look at all these cookies, and I don't buy him one. So it's called teaching self-control doesn't mean taking things away from children. It means putting them in that environment and teaching them how to control themselves. If you teach your child consent and control, then he won't go and he won't take from a woman because it goes beyond stealing. It goes further than that, and it turns into taking advantage of people.
I'm glad that works for you.
People.
Well, I'm glad that works for you.
Hey, K-Dot.
What?
I say I'm glad it works for you.
Yo, K-Dot.
Yeah, I'm glad it worked for me too. I'm glad I'm not a coward. I'm glad I don't hit children.
And that's your opinion. Again, your
opinion is definition.
Yo, K-Dot.
Somebody pull up the definition for him, bro.
What's up?
Yeah, because his ass being intellectually dishonest.
What's up, Happy? What you answer?
You're entitled to say that.
Spanking is abuse too.
Yo.
By definition.
Wait, Nappy's trying to ask me. What's up, Nappy?
Don't make me pull up the Carter Saul definition.
Has she always been like this?
Don't speak about me around me, and if you want to address me, you can, and you could be a man, drop your balls and get rich.
Damn, me personally, I wouldn't take that. She just bitched you, not gonna lie.
I was trolling.
Oh, okay, don't play with me.
I'm not the only one, I guess.
Victor, don't speak to me, bro. Dead ass. I ain't
you
gonna
abuse
lie.
children, gang.
I'm just saying
you
I'm the only one.
Victor.
Look, Victor.
Let me pull up the definition.
I feel like I was dragged. Wait, I feel like I was dragged into this somehow.
No, you dragged yourself into this.
I mean, you did come up here.
I'm teasing. Nah, I wasn't talking about that other part because he said I'm not the only one, so I'm trying to figure out.
Oh, Victor trying to group you up with him.
Yeah,
let him do that.
That's not happening. Yeah, that's why I had to intervene and be like, hold on, something not right.
Now?
Turn on your camera, Gummy.
Show it again, Gummy.
It's kind of blurry.
Yeah, I was gonna say that.
Hold on, hold on. He's trying to focus. Yeah. Hold on.
Yeah, you gotta focus.
A person who lacks the courage.
How do you see
Gummy?
that?
Bro, Kata, I'm finna just send it to you, bro, because this man moving everywhere.
Let me just take a screenshot of the definition. I got y'all.
Hold on.
A person who lacks the courage to endure. Oh my God.
Read that?
How do you see that?
Y'all can't read that? It says a person who... I am a woman. If I need to read a message from a distance or it's blurry, I need to be able to still read it.
Wait, hold on.
Because I need to see what's going on.
Just admitted
She got
that
powers.
that women are basically inherently nosy and they're really good at it.
A person who lacks the courage to do or endure. Am I reading it right?
We don't know.
We don't know. We can't
tell.
Okay.
And like,
Are
yeah,
you
yeah,
a person who
here.
lacks the courage or to
I
do
am.
or endure
Wait, guys, I
dangerous,
can hear it now.
unpleasant things?
Oh shit! I was reading it correctly.
How?
You were reading it correctly.
Got y'all that way.
I don't know how she saw that.
I need some glasses now.
I don't have
That's
my glasses
crazy.
on and I can't see, but I'm telling
Nah,
you.
bro, it
You know
wasn't
where it
us.
came
She
from?
probably had that
all
memorized.
the time that my man be texting around me and I need to know what's being said without my glasses, I trained my eyes to see. So I could read what it said. And
Wait, how am I the insecure one and you aren't?
Hey,
wait,
Jayla,
me reading messages makes me insecure?
My eyes are
I'm
bad.
just trying to figure out what would you need to have those super power spy abilities or whatever.
Listen to me.
Because
One
men
day,
are untrustful.
that's
I
not
thought she was
true.
giving it
That's
that
not
spanking.
true.
Not all men. Majority of men.
Insecure one.
Are y'all
Just
gonna
give me
let me
spankings.
answer?
Wait, she literally
Are y'all
has
gonna let me
developed
answer?
superpowers
Are y'all
in
gonna
order
let
to
me
spy
answer?
on her man.
Are you gonna let me answer?
Go ahead.
You're talking about the man who came to me and was like, babe, add your face ID so you can just go, like, you could just open the phone. And on top of that, I know this man's social security number. It's nothing that he could hide from me that I'm looking for either. But sometimes when we're driving and I need to read messages for him, I obviously can't see because I don't wear glasses, even though I have them. So I have trained my eyes to be able to read messages off of his phone. You hearing other shit.
No, I'm not. You literally are saying like you have trained yourself in order to look at his phone from miles away.
You think this the first man I ever been with?
Bro, but I'm just saying, like, how am I the insecure when you have literally developed? Wait, hold on, Jayla, let me cook. I want to cook, bro. Wait, how am I the insecure one when you have literally developed superpowers in order to spy on your man?
Several cheaters before my husband.
But I'm the insecure one.
I am with right now does not cheat on me or do anything like that. I have full access to his phone. Know the passcodes. Know his passwords to his PlayStation network. Know every password he ever had. I know everything about him. I have his social security number. I don't look through his phone. I don't go pick up his phone. I have access to his backup phone at all times. It's sitting in the room with me right now. Do you see me going through it? No, I don't give a fuck.
One false move, that nigga is grits.
I'm talking about the fact that I have been in several relationships with several other men. I love men. I get off. Like, you think I haven't been around men that are not trustworthy? I got cheated on by my first boyfriend. He slept with a girl in the bed while I slept on the couch in the same house. Like, be so fucking for real, bro. Stop.
Jayla, I get where you're coming from, but it still doesn't change. My point is still being made.
I'm very secure. When my man tells me that he worships me and adores me today, this morning, he just told me he worships me. You think I think he gonna go look at somebody else?
Jayla, you cooked. It's okay.
You're cooked because you trying to make me look insecure when I'm not.
You literally just said that you developed superpowers in order to spy on your man.
It doesn't have to be based on him either. It has to be based on like how she was.
That's not even what I said. So let's let it.
She never said the past. Get out of here, bro. Dang.
She was talking about an ex.
No, she was talking about experience in the podcast. That's not what this experience was about.
He's right and everybody else is wrong.
All right, look. I'm right and everybody else is wrong. That's that simple.
Look,
he's right, everybody else is wrong.
Jayla got superpowers. Let Jayla have her superpowers.
Yeah, what's the problem? I can read better than you. What's the problem?
You're just, you develop superpowers in order to spy on your niggas.
Do you? Everybody wants me. Why would I be insecure?
I'll take it's time for
You are Jayla.
We can go man for man.
Everybody.
We can go man for man right now.
Everybody?
We can go man for man right now. Don't play with me, bro.
Gay.
JJ, get your ass, bro.
Bro, are y'all wild right now?
We can go man for man right now. We can go man for man right now.
What are you talking about?
Man for man right now.
Jayla, Nappy can't go man for man with you.
What is this even weird?
Let's go DM for DM right now.
You sound like TJ or whatever the dude is.
On a live.
This is weird. I'm not in competition with you.
He took this conversation to another level.
You seem insecure for no reason at all.
For no reason at all, Jayla, you literally just admitted that you developed superpowers in order to spy on your niggas.
Because I dated cheaters before I got with my husband.
It doesn't. You didn't say this about past experiences, though. You were speaking in present tense.
Nobody else took that from anybody. Nobody else had a problem with what I said. You wanted to find a flaw in me. No, stop trying to get other people to tag in for your ass.
I'm not trying to get him to tag in for me.
I'm going 1v5 right now. Don't play with me, bro.
I'm trying to get him to get.
I'm on your side, J-Lo,
You're
with
sitting
this.
here trying to point out an insecurity in a woman in a room full of people,
muting me.
that's making
Y'all are
you
lame.
look weak.
Y'all are such fucking
You're
cowards.
interrupting
Stop
me.
muting
That's
me.
why they're
So let's go
muting
back to the topic.
Then stop interrupting her.
Shut up. I wasn't talking to you.
I'm the one muting you.
You ain't talking to nobody now. You ain't talking to nobody now, boy.
What's the funny thing? I was the one muting him. So
exactly,
he was talking to me.
He ain't talking to nobody now. Take your ass in the comments with that shit. Let's get back to what's important. Victor beats kids.
Whatever.
All I gotta say is one false move and her man's is cooked. She got his social security, PlayStation. He is grits if he fucking.
He took this conversation to a whole next level.
He slots for opposition.
Straight not have a life, bro. Like straight be buying a house under his credit and then like have to pay her for half the house anyway.
If he keep playing, I'ma sign his ass up for the army.
Does your man have? Does your man?
Nope, I changed the password.
Does your man have that information on YouTube? Does your man have all that information on YouTube?
Why are you worried about it?
I knew he didn't. See?
Yes, he does. Victor, if he wants to go into my pink binder where all of our children's social security and all of our birth certificates, he can. If he would like to go through my phone, guess what? He has Face ID on it. If he wants to log into any of my things, my password is our last name. If you really want to get into it, what are you talking about, Victor?
She ate your ass up. They go.
Don't justify yourself
to anyone. Why y'all keep playing with me, bruh?
Now, Jayla's a hot mess.
You just trying to the only hot mess here is you, Victor. Putting your hands on a child, bro.
You hit kids.
Exactly. You a mess. You a
wait.
Wait.
This is what Victor was doing. Hold up. Wait a minute, Gummy. This is what Victor was doing, and I noticed this. Victor was cheerleading when Nappy and J-Lo was going at it because he was like, yeah, cause some dysfunction. So he can try to use this to try and flip it and act like he don't whoop kids and we forget that. We ain't forget that, Victor.
Nigga, you
trying to change the subject and shit.
I was not doing that. You guys are funny.
That's why I can hear the laughter in your voice and the smile in your voice.
Victor.
Huh?
We don't hit kids, Victor.
You guys are funny.
You the mess.
Oh, shit.
I sit down with a child, even at 3 years old, and explain to him, like, this is what happens.
Okay,
this weekend, when you do something like this to someone. Or this weekend, I'm gonna be going.
I've never hit my child, but he understands consent to the point where
let me
he will
say
ask
something
somebody before he touches them. So you don't have to hit them.
Let me say one thing though. Let me say one thing. I'm gonna be having dinner this weekend at my my wife's parents. Wait, listen to what I'm saying. I have a point.
Wait. I want to hear what Victor got to say. I want to hear it might be.
I said when I go to my wife's house for dinner this coming weekend, I'm gonna tell them that I went on this live and there's people telling me, my wife, and then that we all abusive people.
Y'all wait, you married, but you gotta go to your wife's house?
Wait. All right, Victor. This
you married, you got a roommate with a cat and a dog, and you gotta go to your wife's house?
Victor.
What'd you do?